Cancer, welcome to your in-depth yours and theirs reading. I hope you're well. I hope you are fabulous. As you can see, we finally changed up the background space, something I have been meaning to do forever. I do want to make this a rotating background. And what I decided to do first was to put up all the postcards. This doesn't even scratch the surface of the amount I received from all over the globe. If you sent in a postcard, hopefully you see yours here. But thank you so much. It's just been a huge pleasure to just see where everybody's coming from. It's just amazing. It's just opening that business mailbox and there's an avalanche of postcards, you guys. It's been great. Thank you so much. I've enjoyed so much your notes and your letters and your cards telling me where you're from and who you are and what you're about. Thank you. And that's not all. We're going to change this up every month or so. And the next time I'm going to showcase the various talents of Sassy Fam. I have received and continue to receive sketchings, drawings, paintings. You guys are just so artistic and so creative, and we're going to start showcasing everybody's original works. Anything having to do with tarot, to the zodiac signs, to me, it's been great. I've been enjoying receiving all those things, so thank you so much, and it's going to keep going. We're going to keep going, you guys. That's the new goal. We're going to change it up every now and again, and just showcase you, Sassy Fam, you know? You guys don't really know how much I appreciate you, and I do. Thank you so much. Which reminds me, if you'd like to support the channel, of course, the Sassy Scorpion online merch store is open and functional, and hopefully you find something that speaks to you. Once more, thank you. And that will be linked off below. What's going on, please? Now, collective readings being what they are, especially because it's yours and theirs, you have to know who is who. Yes, you can expect some energy back and forth, role reversals, that kind of thing. Okay? So, having said that, I'm going to say things like yours, theirs, and shared. Okay? But yes, it could be reversal energy as well. You bet. Absolutely. Show me Cancer, please. Show me Cancer in their person. Hopefully, you're like your water cousin Pisces. Theirs was phenomenal. I really enjoyed reading theirs today. They gave me some really good, strong, fresh energy to work with. Scorpio's complicated and difficult, but that's why theirs was 90 minutes. I do try to dig as much as I can to understand. And let's see what we got going on for Cancer. Show me Cancer, please. This is, of course, the what is this? Enchanted Dreams Tarot. By far, to date, the largest deck I've ever worked with. But you know what, honey? You know what, Cancer? Yours truly has never shied away from a large deck. It's just a matter of flexibility, really. And I do enjoy a challenge. Hi. If you're new to the channel, my name's Christina. I'm a little different. And happy to be so. For my Cancer collective who's used to me, I know. But it's good to see you again. Show me what I need to see, please, for Cancer in their person. Cancer in their person. Show me. We're going to start with your side. What's going on, please, for Cancer? The High Priestess. Beautiful. The Wheel of Fortune. Change. Temperance into healing. Patience. Consideration. You have concluded something within you that says, you know what? Change starts with me. I feel it. I feel it intuitively. And so you do. It's nice to see you, honey, with the High Priestess. Beautiful. The Wheel of Fortune, things are changing, and you are entering into a period of what looks like healing, restoration, compromise, balance and fairness within yourself, also possibly outside of you. Those are all majors. Those are all majors, honey. It's gentle, it's soft, but it's persistent, which is very much like you. That's lovely. That is lovely. There's something changing here, but you feel it intuitively that it's correct for you. Surrounding you, strength, Two of Wands, decision making, Hanged Man, perspective. Okay. There's someone whom you're a connection with. Their energy's kind of gone hands off. They do seem to have a strong will, strength. Card of Leo, does not have to be. They seem to be under the process of a decision. Okay. It's like it's like they've unplugged. It looks like they've unplugged. Okay? I don't really know what that unplugging looks like for them. Perhaps we'll see it on clarification. Why they have chosen to do so. And it is a choice. Two of Wands is here and it's active. So I'll give them that credit. Personally, I dislike the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. The wiffle waffle, I don't know. I can't see. I can't tell left or right. I don't know. The Two of Wands is an active decision. I understand I have a choice. I understand I have a choice to go left or to right. Or to continue on. So they're showing me a certain level of resolve to kind of back off from your energy. Hanged Man. They need perspective is what they're telling me. You're telling me, that's cool. I've got some things I need to sort out too. There's some things I need to think about. I feel it intuitively. I feel like there's change here. And I'm going to resolve upon temperance, patience, time, and some sort of healing. Within you and also with this connection possibly. So at the bare minimum, I know this person has kind of emotionally distanced themselves from you. Physically, I don't know. Emotionally, yes, but it seems to be a conscious decision. This is not unconscious, it's conscious. Shared, King of Pentacles, grounded energy, the Star, the Queen of Swords. You actually both are showing me a certain sense of we want to work it out. Six of Wands. Okay, I've been seeing that increase for a lot of people, lots of folks, particularly Scorpio and Aries. The Six of Wands keeps coming up as a critical point. That's that feel-good energy. It's a boost, right? It feels good. It's a boost. It's that recognition of seen and being seen, and it's kind of a thrill, right? How we look in someone else's eyes. And it's always, it feels good. It's delicious, you know. And that's okay in many respects. And we do want to feel good. Your energy suggests that he is excited by likely this person. You like how you look in their eyes, and they like how they look in your eyes. Okay. And it does lend to us a boost or sense of confidence. That tells me you two are familiar with each other's energy to some extent, that you know how to make each other feel like that. It's natural. It's innate. You don't really have to force it unless you become addicted to it. Like I saw in Scorpios, and then in which case that becomes the sole basis for your communication. This is not what we want. That's no bueno. That's no good. Like I've been having to say this often and often, the Six of Wands does not for a relationship make, and it cannot sustain, case in point Scorpio's reading, it cannot sustain emotionality. It feels good in the moment, but it doesn't last, right? And that's how we can get addicted to it. I want to get that spike again. I want to get that feeling. So I want your Six of Wands to be coming from a good place, and for many times it is. Perhaps it's a job well done, you know, and you get the recognition for that. Perhaps there is that general sense of I'm attracted to this person, I know it, and they're attracted to me, and I know it. That's not necessarily a bad thing at all. It's just, again, like with any energy that presents itself, it depends on what we do with it, how we express it. So that's interesting. Your overview suggests Six of Wands energy with this person. Your shared energy, the both of you, heads of state. King of Pentacles, you're both kind of grounded, or you're both terribly responsible. You're both income generators. You're both stable people. All that. The Star. Hope. Desire. Resolution. Queen of Swords. I've made up my mind. To some extent, you're both telling me that you want things to work out. And it does come from a place of reality and an acknowledgement, a real thoughtful acknowledgement that we would like to come together under a star, a hope, a cause, a purpose that we can both share reasonably and comfortably, where our two energies can meet and agree on something. But it's looking like you're kind of taking your time out to do your thing. So are they. You sense change, though. You sense change. It's on an intuitive level, too. Let's get in there. Let's see it. Okay. Show me that High Priestess, please. Show me the High Priestess, please, for Cancer. Show me that High Priestess, please, for Cancer. Show me that High Priestess. Show me that High Priestess, please, for Cancer. The Three of Wands, the Lovers, King of Wands, yeah. Your intuition calls you to somebody quite strongly. You look out on the horizon for it. 3 of Wands. You expect it. You anticipate it. There's the passion. It's okay. It's normal. King of Wands with the Lovers. That's some serious energy, honey. You can't not feel that. It's just, there's no way you can't not feel that. That's intense. That's a really strong feeling. It's a really strong feeling, and it's strong connectivity. And there they are, poking out. Strength, they've already shown me that. 6 of Cups. Yeah. The King of Wands, the Lovers, the 3 of Wands. You feel it intuitively that you have a passion for this person, and it's hot. It's a hot flame. You look at it, and you feel it, and it's like, oof. And some of you might have literally said that, oof. Whew. The King of Wands and the Lovers, that's... Whew. It's a strong feeling, but it's inside you. With the High Priestess, you feel it intuitively. You don't really speak on it, though. You're kind of quiet about it, but you look towards it, which is not a crime. Honey, anybody who's feeling the King of Wands and the Lovers is going to look for that. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yes. Hang on the horizon like that. Is that them? Is that them? And that's a lot of feeling that provokes in you. And it comes from a good place, the High Priestess. You feel it. You feel the call to it. You feel how it compels you. You feel how it pulls you. It's both gentle and loud. It's soft and innate, but it's explosive, and it sometimes it burns so bright it's like it hurts, right? It scorches you. Oh, but it's the kind that you want to be scorched with. Oh, God. That's some strong connectivity, you know. A lot of desire, lot of desire, Yet you both share a certain level of level-headedness. Someone here is terribly, terribly intelligent. Someone here is terribly, terribly practical. So I know in the real world, you two are high-functioning people. What you feel innately, spiritually, emotionally, and sexually is, whoo. You know, and that's not exactly the easiest thing for two people like this to experience all the time. And it calls to you. You're literally looking towards it. You feel it intuitively that I look towards this person's energy, and that's not a crime, honey. Anybody with that kind of energy, you're going to look towards it. Hell yeah, you are. Show me the Wheel of Fortune. It's a strong bond. Strong bond. But can two people recognize it, make good on it, work towards it, earn it? That's the real trick. Show me that Wheel of Fortune, please. Show me that Wheel of Fortune for Cancer. Show me that Wheel of Fortune, please, for Cancer. Things are changing a little bit, maybe. Or you sense change. 4 of Swords, you've gone quiet. You will be entering a rest period soon. And you will be there for a while, the Knight of Pentacles, because you need to think about things. 7 of Swords, you have doubts that you're trying to work through. I will give you this, you're not being passive about it. You're actually being quite confrontational, which is good. That's always good. So it's quiet. 4 of Swords is always quiet. It's peaceful. It's an internal thing. That's where we can safely and quietly, in the comfort of our own space and time, address things that we need to look at, or we just need to feel, or we just need to experience, but it's quiet. Like I've checked out, I switched my business sign from open to close. I've shut my door. I need quiet time. And so you do. Because you sense things are changing. You don't quite know how. You just feel it. And that's one of the things you want to look at. And how it relates to this connection, most likely. It was a long time coming with that Knight of Pentacles. You're going to take your time. Over the next several weeks, this is incoming for you. It hasn't happened yet, but you will be entering this state of quiet internal processes over the next several weeks. And you will give yourself the space you need to look at that Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is normal. Everybody has a Seven of Swords. Okay? Do you remember House? Did you ever watch the show House? House MD? And he says, everybody lies. He's right. Everybody does lie. Seven of Swords isn't a lie. It's just the shit we keep to ourselves because we're not comfortable expressing it. These are our doubts, our own particular secrets that we're not in denial about. Not like the moon. No, no, no. Seven of Swords is much more upfront. These are the things my mind kind of sneaks away to. These are the kind of doubts I have. These are the things I kind of keep to myself. I know they exist, but I keep them to myself. So you'll be looking at your doubts, your own personal secrets, relatively soon. And that's going to put certain things into motion in the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. But it's something that needs to happen. And I don't know why you're just telling me that you say it needs to happen, and I believe you. Your intuition is here. You know how you react to a certain person. You know how it pulls on you. It makes you look outward. God, your intuition towards this person is so strong. Your intuition towards this person is so strong. You look to them a lot. But it comes from a quiet place. You can feel the connection constantly. That's one of the things you're going to think about. Temperance, healing, patience, time. You also wonder what they're thinking about, but you're not going to say that. That's up to you. Dare doesn't dictate action, you do. But you also want to know what they're thinking, but you're not going to say it. You have to process your thoughts too. Show me Temperance, please, for Cancer. Show me Temperance, please. That pull you might feel to tell yourself, don't think about them, don't think about them, that time's over. Okay? We need to think about them. And that's the whole point of being quiet in our minds. So we give ourselves the space to have those thoughts. Seven of Pentacles. Six of Swords. Five of Swords. Okay. Okay. Temperance. Patience. Healing. You haven't made up your mind yet. You understand in this connection to some extent there has been some top-out energy, stagnation, languishing. It is slow developing. Yes. It is very slow developing. And it has crossed your mind on more than one occasion to leave it. Six of Swords. Perhaps because of the slow growth, or you understand this is as good as it gets. That's as much as I can grow from it. Whether or not they're contributing that Seven of Pentacles, I don't know. It kind of feels like this is... I don't know why you're telling me this, but it feels like you're telling me this, that's as much as I can grow from it, Christina, and I know that. I should probably leave it behind. And then your Five of Swords kicks in. It's not an absolute. It's something you haven't resolved upon. When you think about leaving this connection behind, you feel that it would be wrong to do so. That it would cause you more harm than good. It causes you conflict. That's why it's not an absolute. It's under the prospect of temperance time. In other words, you haven't made a decision yet, but it's one of many things that's on your mind. You pull away from it, and then your Five of Swords says, but what if I'm wrong? What if I'm wrong? Maybe all I can give it is Seven of Pentacles, but what if I'm wrong? And if I move away from it and I kick myself and I shoot myself in the foot, what happens then? So, you haven't reached a conclusion yet. You're healing your thoughts. You're healing your thoughts. The only thing that concerns me is that you're not consulting your heart space. You're consulting your mind. And I understand and respect the analytical process. I do. You know, without logic and reasoning, we are animals, yes? So yes, of course, I respect your thoughts and your thought process. Your thoughts are going to lend a great deal to your decision making, and I completely understand, respect that, and honor it. I would only ask that you would include more of your heart you feel very strongly towards this person, but your feeling seems to be the last things you're consulting. I understand that you're trying to look at it objectively, and from a realistic Seven of Pentacles perspective is that this is as far as it grows, or that I can grow it. It's topped out, and I know it's been topped out. But when you try to leave it behind, or when you think about leaving it behind, you also wonder if you're not setting yourself up for failure. What if I'm wrong? I'd leave this situation or person behind, but what if I'm wrong? I don't know, honey. Only you can really know that. Because your intuition with this person's energy is so on point. It's so on point. It's the strongest thing you're presenting to me by far. You feel this connection is correct in every conceivable way. You feel it here. You feel it here. The sexual energy is here too. And you feel it here, the spiritual connectivity, along the length of your chest. Okay? But your mind is like cancer. Pull it back, pull it back, pull it back. Look at this critically, please. Look at this critically. Can I sustain this? Can I realistically sustain this? So in this process of critically looking at things, in your quiet time, you consult your mind a great deal. You might have some Sag in your chart, or Leo. I don't really get the feeling of Gemini. It could be, but I don't feel like that's it. It's the power of the thing. I would like to see more of your emotion weigh into your decision making. Because part of the reason why, when you think about moving forward, you also think you'll fail is not because your mind is weak, honey. It's because the strength of your feeling is that much. That's why. It's not a lack of willpower, if that's what you're wondering. I see the reality. I see the objectivity. I do. I respect both those concepts. It's like, realistically, this is as much as I can give to it. I should probably leave it. Six of Swords. Then first, but what if I'm wrong? I don't know what that Five of Swords is to you. I was like, what if I'm wrong? I don't know. If all you know you can give to the situation is the Seven of Pentacles, and realistically you're telling yourself you should leave it behind for that reason, that doesn't really take away from the feeling, does it? Perhaps that's why you're not consulting your feelings, because you already know how strong they are, and that's not helping you, right? I don't know why you can't give more of yourself to it, or you're convinced that you can't. You're just telling me that that's the case. Let's see this person, please. Strength. I'm getting to... Show me strength, please, for this person. Show me strength, please, for this person. Show me strength, please, for this person. Three of Swords, Pain, the Tower, Page of Pentacles. They have begun to invest in some sort of transformation because there's a place in their heart that hurts when it comes to you. Ultimately, for some reason, they have a strong sense that they will be rejected, and that it's better that they change the thing themselves as opposed to being subjected to the rejection. In other words, they're picking up on what you're thinking. That you're going to have to leave this behind. They know and or sense this to some extent. So they're like, I think I'll start the process myself. Wow. They fear rejection. Or there's already a pre-existing pain in their heart that they're looking to transform when it comes to you, and they're doing so with a certain strength of will in order to do it. The process for them has just begun. Some of the Two of Wands, please. I don't know why I just said that. I was about to say fleur-de-lis. I have no idea why I just said that. I literally just said the fleur-de-lis. I saw it in my mind and said it. I tried to say it at the same time, and I'm like, why? That does not fit. And it's not for me to fit it, it's for you. So something to do with the fleur-de-lis, which I do believe is a French symbol for power, and but the fleur-de-lis. Okay, you can Google it, look it up. There's some sort of association with this person in regards to the fleur-de-lis. So if perhaps you see this symbol, or they have some sort of emblem that is associated with them, like a gem, or I'm sorry, like a medallion, a shirt, or something with the fleur-de-lis on it, or something you just saw, I just know it's in relation to this person, the fleur-de-lis. It's confirmation for you about who this person is. Perhaps you went, perhaps your team, your favorite team wears the fleur-de-lis, or perhaps your or theirs ancestry had the coat of arms with the fleur-de-lis on it. I don't know. French, of course. French ancestry going back. I'm saying the boot, Louisiana. I don't know. I'm sorry, honey. I don't understand. I don't know why. The fleur-de-lis. The Two of Wands, please. Decision. Some of the Two of Wands, please. Some of this person's decision making. Three of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. They know they have more feelings for you than friendship. Eight of Pentacles. And they also know how it actually gets executed in the real world. They understand that you, the both of you, have a working construct. They just also showed me the Queen of Cups. They're telling me the heart space is bigger than the connection would suggest. In other words, they have very strong feelings for you. They know that it's conscious decision, or conscious thought. They know this. They understand that they can either maintain a relationship with you that is on the premise of friendship at the expense of their heart space, but with sincerity, or try to continue to grow with you in a way that's productive. If they can continue to work with you under this guise of friendship and have it still be productive, but still have it come from a clean heart space. In other words, can they still be connected to you even as friends with full heart? Can they be friends with you with sincerity of that? Because they know that their feelings exceed the connection. Or what has been grown. You've already told me you recognize the fact that you can only give so much to this for some reason. To each your own. It's going to apply differently for each of you. Okay. They know this. They do value some of the production that comes from it, the Eight of Pentacles. I know you two are familiar with each other. You know how to work with each other. Your energies fit in certain ways. But they also recognize to their conscious effort that they have feelings for you that exceed friendship. They have to make that choice. To be friends with you and mean it that way, with true sincerity, as the Queen of Cups. But that would also mean choosing to be attached to you, knowing they have bigger feelings for you. Can we keep it friendly and productive? and do so with sincerity. It's one of the things they're thinking about. Okay. That's one of the things they're thinking about and they're trying to figure out and transform the energy. It's just one of the many decisions they haven't concluded, just like you haven't. They've shown me Hanged Man as well, the emotional suspension specifically. And I have to agree with that decision making in that way. You know, you can't continue to develop what will not express itself naturally. It's a tricky thing. And they fear the pain. Strength of will. Trying to transform what they feel. Should they do it themselves? Can they continue on in this connection? Excuse the lawnmowers, of course they're kicking off. I think you've been blessed a couple of readings in a row, if memory serves. If memory serves. Oh, it's a symphony today, honey. This person does have a sense of quality around them that suggests they produce, they produce, they produce. Yes. And in their production efforts towards you, they show their feelings. It's like, I'm showing you my worth, I'm showing you my value, and I put a lot of heart into what I do. You're part of that. And a big part of the decision making says I need to be able to give to this connection freely without putting so much of myself emotionally in it or not. And I can tell for this person it's hard to separate those two concepts. They put a lot of themselves, their natural feelings, so there's a good chance you're dealing with fellow water because, as you know, the more emotionally invested water is into something, the more they put into it. It's kind of the reverse effect of someone, say, who is earth-oriented. When their earth world is stable, productive, that's when their feelings loosen up. A water sign, they start with very strong feelings and then will construct their world around that. So the more they feel about something or someone, the bigger their reality gets. So I can tell that this person is very strongly emotionally tied to whatever it is that they produce. And the idea is, whatever it is I give to Cancer, it needs to be done so with sincerity and good heart. But without me getting so emotionally invested in it. And that's going to be hard for this person to separate from, so that's why they're taking a time out. Because they're afraid of pain. They're afraid of the rejection. They're afraid of being hurt. It's like they're trying to transform. They are trying, and it's tentative, it's small, it's baby steps. They're trying to work stuff out just like you are. I do apologize. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It is actually a beautiful day in the neighborhood until that happens. We've actually had some cooler weather around here, which is nice. So it's not as hot. Yay! Hanged Man. Show me the Hanged Man, please. You like that? Oh, we got the full crew out today. I hear the full crew. Oh, yes, it's way out there today. They're so close. I think they should just do my yard, too, while they're at it. Five of Cups, the Hanged Man. The Magician. The Chariot. This person's energy is a little complicated. They have mixed feelings for sure. They do know this. Whatever it is they choose to move forward in any construct relationship they have with you, they want to do so with good heart. So they're trying to embrace a certain level of responsibility in this decision. They are. They're still showing me Hanged Man with some very powerful energy that's clarifying it. So Five of Cups. Okay, Disappointment. Magician, the Chariot. They're kind of telling me they have suspended hope of manifesting full love with you. You're here as the Chariot. Okay. They're telling me that there's just too much disappointment of the emotional construct between you two. And that they have suspended, at least at this time, all activity of being in love with you or showing you enough energy, particularly showing you. They're not going to show you that as much because they're still working things out. You two are very much at a place of crossroads, I suppose. You don't know what to do. When you think about leaving them behind, you wonder if you're not screwing up. The thing is, about that screwing up energy, honey, am I doing wrong by myself? And is this self-sabotage if I continue to keep this person in my life when I know I can only give them a 7 of Pentacles? The answer is yes. Because if you well and truly believe at the core of yourself that all you can give this person is 7 of Pentacles, a little bit of growth and nothing, a little bit of growth and nothing, a little bit of growth and nothing in the real world. In terms of your time, energy, and effort, which is what the Pentacle is. These are all spendable concepts. If realistically all you can give this person, time, energy, and effort, is 7 of Pentacles, then yes, indeed, you are setting yourself up for failure. Okay? Because you're right. If that's all you know you can give, then that's all you know you can give. So the question is, Cancer, is that all you can give? Do you absolutely 100% to know that to be true? Is that really inflexible? Is it really set in stone? If that is absolutely your truth, that you cannot give any more or produce any more with this person, give them what they need and they give you what you need, then yes, it is a form of self-sabotage. It is best to let them go. Which is easier said than done. If you think there's an opportunity for you in future to give them more, and that's realistic, and I mean it's realistic, it's not hypothetical, it's not wishing and wanting, because wishing and wanting means dick to me in my book. Wishing is easy. Wanting is easy. Anybody can want. Anybody can want. So if you honestly look at yourself and say to yourself, can I give more to this person? If not now, then maybe in future. And if that's something that's lingering in your mind, if I walk away from this now, if I leave behind it now, and I have the opportunity to give them more in future, am I fucking myself over then? Huh? That's another layer, isn't it? So which way is your 5 of Swords swinging? You know you absolutely cannot give any more to this person? Or that perhaps one day you can? Which one is your 5 of Swords? That you know you can not? Or that you know you can possibly? I know why you linger. I know why you linger. I see it. It's right there. You'd have to be, like, seriously bad at tarot to not see why you linger. Like, really bad. Yeah, like the world's most disconnected tarot in the world would be a fool not to see why you linger. Your feeling, the one that you don't want to consult, is the one that speaks to you the most of what this connection means to you. Your real world says, I cannot give any more to this, and I know I can't. So I'm wasting my time, I'm wasting their time, I gotta move away. What if I'm wrong? But a part of you is also wondering, if not now, maybe in future. And if I walk away from them now, I'm really fucked. Because what about one day? Maybe, if, I don't know. You gotta figure it out, honey, in terms of that If you are indeed highly intuitive, and I believe you are, you're going to be able to take your time out and say 100% certainty, I cannot give any more, or 100% certainty, I strongly feel maybe one day I could. It's up to you. It's the only way you're going to figure out your Five of Swords. And I don't mean false hope, and I don't mean stringing somebody along, okay, to keep them around, just in case. That's wrong. That's always wrong. But it might be that case of, I can't give any more to you now. And I don't want to give you false hope. I don't want to give myself false hope. But maybe one day I could give more. But I don't want you to stay connected to me on something I'm not sure about. Because you know they won't stay, do you? You feel like they won't stay. I do admit your person has a strong will, and they also have a very strong sense of whatever it is I do, I throw all of myself into it. They know this. And that includes you. They're trying to transform the pain that they're experiencing, make themselves stronger. If they're going to call you a friend, they want to be able to call you a friend and mean it, right? With true sincerity. But without the love. And they want to know, and they're asking themselves this, can I do that? Can I call Cancer a friend and mean it? Can I stop summoning or trying to summon the love energy? Because it's already hurts and it's already disappointing. So you both have taken sort of respective time out. You're going through a heavy mental process. You're trying to leave your feelings out of it because they're so terribly strong, and I have to insist that's one of the things you need to inject into your thought process. I know you think that this strong feeling has not helped you at all. But it's one of the many things, honey, without it you wouldn't have connected to them. If you will and truly feel you cannot give any more, and that's an absolute, then you have your answer. They do need to be left behind. And they themselves don't know if they can keep their feelings contained to a friendship, because if they can, they'd like to choose that. But it's not this person's natural process. As we've discussed with water, the emotional investment comes first, and then we construct the reality around that. The bigger the feeling, the more likely we are to produce. Okay? They know it hurts too much to summon or try to magician their love for you or to be in love with you. They know it hurts too much to do that. So they stop trying. Or they try to suspend it. They're trying really to understand if they can just have a clean, friendly, sincere friendship with you, and that's it. No more summoning that in-love energy. No more trying to summon the Chariot. They want to make sure that they can do that before they do anything else. So they have probably gone emotionally quiet. I don't know if you two are still talking. I believe you are. I'll get to that. There's a reason I put it off. I didn't want to jump into that right away. I usually start here, but there's something else. I'll get to that. They said I'm not going to try to will myself to be in love with Cancer or ask for their in-love energy. I know I shouldn't do that. It hurts too much. It hurts me to do that too much. And maybe I was being selfish. And that's why, again, there's such an imperative. Like, if I can't have a working friendship, a real sincere working friendship with Cancer, I shouldn't do anything at all. So they have suspended bare minimum all emotional activity. Going back to my point about communication, even if you two are talking, I can tell you they dialed back their emotions and how they express themselves to you. Let's see that shared. Where are we going? We are going over here. Okay. The Six of Wands, please. Show me that Six of Wands, please. Show me that Six of Wands, please. That's what I'm supposed to see. Six of Wands for the Six of Wands. 'Tis a shared experience, yes? The both of you look good in each other's eyes. The both of you feel good in each other's eyes. You're both a feast upon each other's eyes. You see a great deal in them. They see a great deal in you. But the expression, the pure expression, gets messed up and convoluted, confusing. What else, please, about that Six of Wands? 6 by 6 by 6. 6 for some of you is a power number. It's not your actual power number. Your actual power number is 7. But for some of you, you associate 6 with good luck. The 6 of any given month might be important. Also within 6 days of this message, right before, during, and after. What's happening? Anything else, please, about this Six of Wands? Yeah. So the communication is still active, but they have withdrawn their emotional language. It's not meant to be an insult, honey. They really just... It's not meant to be an insult. Again, it's that thing, is if I'm going to be connected to Cancer and have a working, constructive relationship, it needs to be sincere, but it can't be in love. It cannot be done in love. Something like that. Suspended. Sun. When we kind of suspend our Six of Wands energy for each other, neither one of you feels good. There's so much recognition in each other's eyes. And when it gets suspended, it doesn't feel good. Six by 6 by 6. 9. It was suspended the 9th. 3, 6, 9. The suspension began the 9th. Or 3 or 6. It's repeating. 6 by 6 by 6. 18. 18 goes back to 9. I have 2 points of reference for you about when this activity started, or rather the non-activity. The emotional suspension, as well as that feel-good connectivity where you see a great deal in each other's eyes. And it makes you both feel good. It was suspended either the 9th, the 18th, or the both of those dates. Yeah. And the 18th, of course, 1/8 reduces to 9. I don't know why 9 keeps trying to impose itself. I know 6 plus 6 does not equal 9. It's how I'm getting it. 3 by 3 by 3, 6 by 6 by 6. It's 9 and 18. Those are both critical reference dates, I believe, for some of you in October. Right around the Aries full moon. That's when it began. For some of you, yes. Yeah, that was some very powerful energy. I kept seeing it for a long time for a lot of folks. Still am. I'm sorry. This one's taking me to a weird place. Show me that King of Pentacles, please. Show me that King of Pentacles, please. The 9 of Cups, 6 of Swords, you, the Wheel of Fortune. So, repeating cards for you. Wheel of Fortune, the 6 of Swords, which you have displayed both. So, I kind of am defaulting that King of Pentacles to you, and I already did anyway, because there was that imperative of lack of practicality and or growth, and you know this. And it's like, yes, it makes me feel good. Yes, I receive pleasure from this connection, Christina. I'm being honest with you. I receive pleasure from this connection, 9 of Cups. And I'm going to move away from it in time. I know I am. I know I am. I believe that's you telling me that. Again, repeating, this is why I use multiple decks, so I can see repeating energies and kind of better figure out who is who. That King of Pentacles is telling me, yes, I receive pleasure from this. I do. It makes me personally feel satisfied. It makes me personally feel good. I know that. I receive my fair share of pleasure from it, and that's exactly why I need to move away from it. 6 of Swords and Wheel of Fortune, and I probably will in time. And that's the very thing over here with time, the Wheel of Fortune. Again, you're contemplating, but when you think about it, you're wondering if you're not setting yourself up for failure. Can I actually give more, or have I just convinced myself I can't? Is there really no hope of future with this person? If so, I need to let them go. Then how come I don't feel good about it? Because it goes against what you feel innately. That's why it doesn't feel right. And it does feel like, yes, if you walk away from this, you're shooting yourself in the foot, because it will be a phenomenal connection that is lost. You know this. They know it to some extent as well, because they feel the threat of pain and or ultimately rejection. So they're trying to transform their energy into one that's more productive, but doesn't have as much emotional value attached to it. They want to know if that's workable or viable for them. They have not reached a conclusion other than to suspend all the emotional activity and no longer trying to manifest their in-love energy for you or from you. It's both. They say there's too much pain attached to this. I've tried to be in love with this person, and I had hoped very much that they would be more in love with me, and I can't produce those efforts. So can I, in good conscience, say Cancer is just a friend? Because I don't want to put any more of my emotions into this, and I don't want to expect any more emotions back. Something happened a couple of weeks ago that suggests to me it critically halted all activity, where the fun, the flirtation, the sexual energy, the tension, whatever it was, plus any sort of emotional expression that you got used to from this person got suspended around the 9th, the 18th, or both of those dates. Something happened where that energy was not received correctly. The energy was not received correctly, and that's when it stopped. All activity was halted. I don't know why. There was something there about the... I did see that, didn't I? The Knight of Cups with the 2 of Swords. Confused communication and emotional output. Somebody was confused by the emotional output. Something was expressed and was not received correctly. I see. This was stuff that was already brewing, and it was already cooking. Whatever this was the latest highlighted incident to kind of bring forward what was already existing. Okay. I don't know what that was. It's personal to you. But yeah, around the 9th and 18th, possibly both of those dates, that it was the latest example that brought all this true energy forward about your connection. You said you're going to leave this in due course. Again, it's coming from that place of practicality, like I know better. I know. Yeah, it makes me feel good, but I know I'm going to leave it in time. I know I'm going to leave it in time. Or it's going to leave me in time. It's more like you. It feels like you're going to leave it in time, or at least you know that, or you feel you know that. But it's coming from that place of, I know it tops out here, and I can't give any more to it. Then how come you don't trust yourself with that thought? Are you just afraid you lose the connection and that you really will have shot yourself in the foot? Well, yeah. I'm not accusing you of not giving enough, Cancer. Your reasons are your own. They're going to vary for each and every single one of you. I'm just reading the cards today. So, and they themselves said, I've given too much. I have wished and wanted and tried to pull in from the universe emotions that I probably shouldn't have, because now I'm hurt. And their only question is, can I give to this connection sincerely as a friend and still have it be productive without putting so much of myself into it? They don't know if they can do that. So hence why I'm saying a halt on all emotional activity, including the Six of Wands that you two would share so easily. Something was not received well. Something was expressed and there was confusion around that expression. It was not received well. Something was not received well. That's all I have. The Star. The hopes and the desires and the wishes and the wants between the two of you. Are you meant to be in each other's lives? Because it sure as hell feels like it, right? Show me the Star, please. Show me the Star, please. Show me the Star, please. From their point of view, I just kind of see the busyness of their energy saying, I need to transform this. And I need to do so positively. And if I can't, I need to back away from it. The thing is that they still want to work with you, but that's just it. They want to make it more workable as opposed to putting their feeling into it. All their emotions, and that's hard for this person. They don't know how to separate those two, because once they love something, they throw themselves into it, and that included the energy they had with you. The Star, the Lovers. Yeah, I mean, is there a reason why, honey, at all there's any confusion about why you feel like you would be shooting yourself in the foot if you left this behind? Because in a way, spiritually and emotionally, you kind of would be. That's a strong connection, but one that you were absolutely convinced that you can't give more to. And one that they're absolutely convinced they can't show any more emotion to, because it would be at cost to them, because they're already in pain. Three of Swords and the Five of Cups. It's like, this is a love that cannot happen. I cannot manifest Cancer. That's you. I cannot manifest Cancer any more than I have. I have to suspend that activity. So I need to know, if we're going to call each other friends, we mean it exactly like that. You both desire each other. Let's make that clear. The Lovers over the Star. You both desire each other very much. Yes, you were supposed to meet. Yes, you were supposed to connect. It's not a mind fuck from the universe. You actually two have the opportunity and the potential to emotionally harmonize with each other. This is going to go a little bit more than fix-it energy, which is funny because that's what I saw with Taurus. It was like, aha, it was, and that was coming from a sincere place, but it was like, oh, I can fix it. The problem went much deeper than, oh, I can just patch it up real quick. And so the thing is if you two are going to come together and fix it to make it work, it needs to have longer sustaining goals attached to it. Because you both very much desire each other, and you both very much desire to harmonize with each other. You were meant to build each other up, not tear each other down, or to remain distant from each other. It does feel fated, and it does feel like you were meant to have a relationship, the two of you. But you both have to reach for the same star at the same time. That means being on the same page. And whatever this latest highlight example was of where the connection really is, where it is you both deeply, deeply, deeply desire it to be are two different things. The Queen of Swords, I do believe this is that person. They are intelligent, but they're also very emotional. Show me that Queen of Swords, please. Show me that Queen of Swords. Show me that Queen of Swords. I believe it's them. I do. You've shown me this particular ID. You share this in common, and I believe this is them. Okay. One of my pillar stones turned over. One of the best manifestation stones I've ever used in my life. I'll be darned if I can remember the name of it. It's rather long and very complicated. So I call it ARF. Because those are the first three letters, excuse me, of the name of that stone is ARF. So I just call it ARF. I'm sorry. If you know what it is, feel free to put it in the comments. I couldn't pronounce it to save my life, honey. Show me this Queen of Swords, please. Show me the Queen of Swords, please. Show me that Queen of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. They recognize it too. Seven of Cups. 7 of Wands. 777. Lucky 7. I don't think this person feels so lucky. I will admit though that they look for 777, obviously. That's some strong number references tied to this person is 777. Of course, 7/14/21. I've already discussed the imperative dates that recently highlighted whatever the issue was here. 777, this person's associated with luck. Possibly. That's interesting. Huh. 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, 7 of Wands. This person is showing me caution. It's like they're trying to test out the theory. Okay? They're very intelligent, but they're also very emotional. And I don't mean that in a bad way or a disrespectful way. That's just their process. And I'm not going to knock anybody for their process. I'm a triple Scorpio. I get it. If I'm not emotionally attached to something, I'm sure as shit not going to put my efforts into it. Why would I? I don't feel anything about it. Right? But somebody who comes from air is going to have a different point of view. Same with fire. Same with earth. And with water, I get that. If I'm not emotionally invested, I'm not giving you my attention. It's that simple, right? And this person has that dilemma of, I don't know if I can just be friends with Cancer and not get my feelings involved and still be sincere at the same time, right? That's a hell of a job. You're a water sign, you understand. It's like I'm trying not to summon Cancer. I have suspended that activity. No more emotional displays because it hurts. The regret and the expectations and the hope and the drives and the desires. It was selfish and it was wrong and I don't want to do it again and it hurts. I'm afraid of rejection and pain, so I'm going to try to transform my energy because I can't keep getting rejected. I can't keep showing the strength of will that I don't know that I have. And you're like, I feel this connection so fucking strongly. So fucking strongly. And if I leave it, what if I'm wrong? Because in a way, that's... On the practical level, you're not wrong. If you honestly, well and truly feel that you can't give any more than you have, it's an impossible connection to develop. You can't give any more of your time, energy, and efforts. In that respect, you're not wrong. I see your practical side right here. Yes, it pleases you. Yes, it fulfills you. Yes, it gives you pleasure. And yes, in some ways it does provoke feelings of love in you. Yes. But you've capped that. Despite the strength of the connection, it's been capped. So practically speaking, it would actually be in your best interest to leave it behind. Spiritually and emotionally, yeah, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. You both desire each other at the same time. You both wish for the same thing. You both wish for a kind of relationship with each other that's balanced and cohesive and open and fluid and expressed, lived, fulfilled, experienced. You both desire it, but you're convinced you can't give more. Perhaps you're lying to yourself. Perhaps you can, but it's something you're choosing not to do. Or you're not opting for it. I don't know. That Five of Swords can run in many different directions. Okay? And they're showing me the Queen of Swords, sharp mind, and they are trying to put delicately the theory, and I mean tentatively, into practice. Being guarded, being honest with their feelings, but not too much. Kind of accept the growth for what it is, but without any more expectations. It's a lot of ifs. It's a lot of ifs, and it's a hell of a balancing act. So if you continue to engage with this person, expect more of their mind and a reduced versions of their feelings, where they're not just telling you how they feel, or they're not wearing their heart on their sleeves, or they're not wearing their feelings in their eyes, because there's something about that. Their eyes. They don't look at you the same, or they're trying not to look at you the same, or they're not trying to put so much into their expression. Because the Six of Wands is about being seen. So yeah, there's ego in it. Yeah, there's pride in it. But it's a certain language in the eyes that says, I see you. And I'm expressing myself to you by being seen and allowing you to see me in that way. So it's like they're trying not to reveal so much behind their eyes. And it's a hell of a job for this person. It seems like a balancing act. I don't know if they're going to be able to maintain it. I don't know. Yes, they're very smart. They know things about themselves, about their emotional attachment style. They know this. I see them actively contemplating it. So this person's not ignorant. And they didn't go into Hanged Man out of purpose to hurt you. It was to figure out if they can retract that sense of feeling, emotionally expressing themselves, being in love, wanting love from you. They're trying to pull back from that, but still present to you an honest presentation of a friendship. They don't know if they can. So all I'm seeing here is a tricky balance. Cautious, guarded, boundaries. Some emotional expression, not too much. No more growth, no more emotional investment, no more I'm going to cap it. The way that you kind of, I don't know how the hell you did this. I don't know how the hell you limited an experience like this. I don't know how you did it. I don't know. I don't know how you were able to compartmentalize that kind of experience. I don't know how you did it. I don't know how you did it. Maybe that's why you don't consult your feelings and your private thoughts. I don't know how the hell you pulled that off with the High Priestess and the Lovers and the King of Wands. I don't understand that. You literally look towards them for such strong feelings. But then in your mind, you break it down into pieces of objectivity, practicality. And it's that part of your mind that allows you to talk yourself out of this connection. However, if you well and truly recognize there's only so much you can give to this, and that's the truth, then you cannot develop it further. That sense, though, of connectivity will always be with you. That's something you can't really dismantle. Neither one of you can. They're figuring out how to adopt the skills that you already have to try to compartmentalize their feelings, reduce it, but keep it sincere, but guarded. Only allow so much. Don't say too much, don't say the wrong thing. Break it down into pieces. It's like they're trying to learn to be more like you. And it's funny because, you know what I think? And this is what it's like to have a lover's connection. You're meant to reflect each other's pros and cons. I think you look at them because you want to be more like them. I admit this person has their disadvantages. Of course they do. They put way too much feeling into things. Yes. They know that. But their sincerity for you is real, otherwise this conflict wouldn't be here. I know that too. You both share the lover's connection. They're probably wishing they could be more like you, where you break it down into pieces and compact it and compartmentalize it, make it more functional, more rational. And you look at them wondering what it's like to be that explosive with that kind of feeling. The lover's connection is trying to serve its purpose. Do you really feel that you cannot give any more to this Cancer? Or is that something you've told yourself to make it easier? I don't know. I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm just trying to understand. That's my job. That's all I want to do, honey, is try to understand. Show me that Five of Swords, please, for Cancer. I had no idea it was over an hour. Good God. I do push, don't I? And that's what that's like. I get caught up in the feelings, and then I gotta push, you know? Right? What's the point of doing anything unless you feel something about it? All I have for this person is that they're trying to work through the theory. They're trying to apply it. I don't know if it will be successful, and I don't know that you're convinced that you're not going to leave it behind. Okay. And if you do, I just want it to be for as correct of reasons as possible. Okay? Five of Swords, please. Show me this Five of Swords, please. Once more, it's inconclusive, which drives me fucking crazy. Clarify the stars. Temperance, the Two of Cups. It just kind of goes on and on. It's what we've been talking about. Once I dig past your ability to break these things down and act like this doesn't affect you so much, when I push past that, I see your passion. I see your hopes and stars again. Temperance, heal it, because ultimately you would like to claim it. That's why you show me Five of Swords, and that's why you doubt your ability to move on, is because part of you would like to claim it more fully and hopes to one day, but you just don't know. And because you don't know, because you cannot say with absolute certainty that you can claim it, you try to talk yourself out of it. Do you see how that makes sense? I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you what to do. Tarot's not going to either. All it does is reflect energy. You could make a decision right now that changes everything. The reason you hold back and you feel like you're going to shoot yourself in the foot because that connectivity, the desires, the drives, the hope, the love that you say, take that out of the equation, just work with this. You know that that's what you'll lose. And you can't help but think, maybe one day in time. Maybe one day in time. And that's why I can't let it go, because what if? And you can't fill in the what if right now, and I don't know why, Cancer. That's going to come down to you individually. I don't know. Maybe you're in a connection. Maybe they're in a connection already. Maybe somebody's already taken or spoken for. Perhaps you two have just met under the worst possible, and that's why another one of you gives up hope. Because you both, maybe one day. I just know that they're trying to stop summoning you and their love for you. And that you will show them the love in return. They've stopped. They stopped. It hurts too much. That's all they're telling me. I don't know if there's a one day. Neither do you. And it's kind of like, if I stay, or if I continue to try to keep this person in my life, I'm wrong. But if I let them go, fuck, that's even worse. Because then I really will never know. God dang it, Cancer. Knight of Wands and River, yeah, Knight of Wands. Can I get some that are a little bit more Can I see a happily married Cancer? That would be great. Or someone who just met somebody and it's fantastic and it's taken off like Pisces. I would just love to see that for you, honey. See, I know they're not a friend. I know. That's the problem. That's one of the things that stands in the way of true friendship, is because of the fact that it's not a friendship. They already know that. They just wish they could break it down more like you do and put it into compartments and pieces and look at it objectively and try to distance themselves from the strong feelings. They suspended that activity. Something happened that highlighted the situation, so they cut off the connectivity that makes both of you happy. There is still some communication here, but it's distant. It's like an echo. It's words, but without the emotion behind the words. Somebody's emotional communication pattern is not the way you remember it or see it, and this is a direct reflection of that. It's because there's more to it than friendship. We both know it. You do, so do they. Yeah. It's proven to be quite the strain to try to work with this person whom we are so strongly bonded to. We try, the Eight of Pentacles, to connect and produce as the lovers, but ultimately it's a strain with the Ten of Wands. Can I get some critical time checks, please? Critical energy changes. 9 weeks, 2 weeks. The 29th might be important to some of you. I don't know why. There's that 9th again. Conversations that are strained, difficult, anxious. Some of you are, this is after the fact, I apologize. Some of you are anxious about conversations that have just occurred. Like before this message, days before this message, some of you are worried about the conversation. Oh, you're seeing it. Temperance, patience, hold on. We don't know what to do. It's a struggle. It's slow moving. We don't know what to do, so don't do anything. I don't know what to do, so don't do anything. You haven't made a decision. They're working through their decision. I can kind of see the results. I don't know if it'll satisfy them. I don't know. It's just part of who this person is when they work towards something, they put their feeling in it. That includes their relationships too. You kind of wish you were more like them, where they just have this open access to such strong feelings and they throw all of themselves into what they do. And it's like that's something you want for yourself in future, so you don't know if you can completely give it up. Inconclusive. Any strong time? Okay. 6. Yeah, there was just some communication very recently, either today or the day or two before this, that now you're thinking about it and it worries you. When might that be? There's a gift. There's some sort of gift coming up. I don't know what this is. What is this? Before Capricorn season. Between Scorpio and Sag season, definitely prior to Capricorn. There's something to do with a gift around that time. I have Sag as well as Scorpio here. And it's prior to Capricorn season. There will be some sort of gift exchange. It could have to, it's either pre-holidays or congratulations, happy birthday, anniversary, something like that. It will take some sort of strength to present that gift. King of Cups underlying Scorpio energy. It will take some sort of strength to present that gift, but it will be a connection point, a real one. 3 Cups. Some sort of connection point. Seventh, ninth. I already told you, it's prior to Capricorn. I know it's terribly vague. I can't pinpoint it. It will take strength to give that particular gift, but it will be a real connectivity. 3 of Cups, not the 3 of Pentacles. Somebody's going to open up and take a risk. It requires vulnerability. Change. I keep getting October, November. October, November. That's all I'm getting. I got little bits and pieces of a potential story that's upcoming. There is a recent conversation that took place today, hours prior to this message, or a day or two prior to this message, that's got you thinking and anxious because it's verifying everything I'm saying. Other than that, I just saw what looked like some sort of gift exchange that's taking somebody's strength and feeling foolish to open up, but to connect in that way to show more sincerity. Other than that, I don't have anything else, other than the fact that just please expect from this person that they have turned down their emotional energy towards you. It's the only thing they really seem to be able to come up with. I don't know if they'll be able to stick to it. I know they have a strong mind, but or they're intelligent in any way. But that's no guarantee of results. You yourself don't know the direction either. I'm so sorry. I hate inconclusive readings, real tarot, real life, and that's also real life. This is terribly intriguing to me. I was told to put it off for a reason, and so I did. It was a shared mutual experience where you both take pleasure in each other's seeing each other, literally, and the emotional energy through each other's eyes, and that was suspended, and thus the happiness that is shared between you two was suspended. I see references to the 9th and 18th, likely of this last 9th and 18th, where that for some reason became very apparent. Something got shut down. Something was not well received. The communication, the emotional expression, the vulnerability in particular was not received well, and that's when it started. Somebody shared something. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was, but somebody shared something very vulnerable and or intimate, and it was not received to the other person's liking, or it wasn't treated with respect or reciprocity, or I don't know. All that was, though, the point is that whatever that was highlighted the whole thing up until this point. Ultimately, Cancer, I don't know. No one does. I've seen your resolve that it's just going to end. It's just going to end. I'm going to end up moving away from it anyway. What's the point? And then there's that part of you that lingers. If I do, I will lose any potential chance of a future with this person, no matter how slim that might be. You're going to have to make that decision. Is that all you say you can give, or is that what you have chosen to? Is that what you really believe, or is that the truth? 5 of Swords is fucking complicated, man. I just see what they're trying to do or trying to accomplish, because the connection means a lot to the both of you. Taurus. The medallion of Taurus. You might have some very strong Taurus in your chart. You could be connected to one, of course. The cat, highly intuitive. Yes, I see that. The butterfly. I've been seeing butterflies everywhere. Soft transformation. Beautiful but soft transformation. Things need to progress. Light touches, light. Even the flap of the butterfly wings can change things. Light transformation. Take it easy, day by day. You have to trust, and they have to trust that you will both have decisions in time. They may not be the answers you want, but they might need to be the answers that you... I apologize, I completely butchered that. They may not be the answers you want, but they might be the answers you need. The rabbit from Alice in Wonderland, no time to say hello, goodbye, I'm late, I'm late, I'm late. Somebody's always busy, somebody's always running around to and fro, making excuses. I don't have the time, I don't have the time, I don't have the time. I don't have the energy, I don't have the effort, I'm busy, I'm busy, I'm busy. Small feminine glasses. The female feminine glasses, I should say, the emotional anchor, as we've said. I'm tying that to your person. The heart with the nurses on the cap, they were hooked. So that's as we were discussing the emotional anchor is imperative for this person. It's what tells them how to invest. There's nothing wrong with anybody's operating method. It's just how they are. This person has to emotionally invest, and if they can't, it hurts. You know, they literally have no motivation to do what they do unless they are emotionally in it. It's just who they are. So they're not going to try to call you a friend unless they know they can call you a friend. And it's kind of like they're looking at you like, damn, I wish I was like Cancer. I wish I could just break it down and be quiet and keep my thoughts to myself. I wish I could do that. You look at them. I wish I could take what I feel, you know? Like I said, it's a true lover's connection in that respect. You're meant to learn and adopt from each other. For their part, they are trying, but it does hurt me to see them trying not to summon you. Specifically, their love for you anymore, because it hurts too much. They've suspended that, but they are trying to work with you. Cancer, that's you. Could be dealing with a fellow Cancer. You might have some multiple placements of Cancer in your chart. They might as well. E, V, D. P, K, N. Virgo. Sign of Virgo. But what jumped out to me at that word, though, was their back of their medallion, which is their one-word summary, and that is practical. I know, I saw that, and I said that to you many times. You keep coming from a practical point of view on this. It's that practicality that you keep drawing on, and it doesn't seem to be helping you, does it? Z. L. Okay, that's enough. Cancer. Another complicated one for you. One day I do hope to catch you off guard when you're not being so terribly serious. I might one day even see rainbows and butterflies for you. I would love to. You're both complex people. The thing is, what's funny to me is that you act like you're not. You are. They know they are, and they're trying not to be. You have both influenced each other in many ways. I'll check up on you in a couple weeks, and maybe one day when your energy lets its guard down, and you're not paying attention to yourself so much. And you're not so aware of what's going on or whatever. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll catch something for you that says, hey, Cancer, this is absolutely 100% what you're doing. Good job, bro, sis. Go that way. I would love to catch your energy in between emotional crises. And that's just it. The Cancer I'm looking at, you hate that crap. You absolutely hate it. You would rather just like, well, this is what my mind's telling me. I'm smart. I'm practical. Yeah, I know. And it's your emotional side that is the strongest, that you are most connected with, is the one that you try to keep the most distant from. I'll tell you what, that what if is a bitch. Look at that. I don't know. What if I'm wrong? Yeah, I know. Alright, that's enough. I'm sorry. Oh, good God. Why do I apologize? You know what to expect. I know what to expect. That's my process too. I wouldn't be putting in the time if I didn't give a shit. If I didn't care about you, I wouldn't put in the time. That's literally what this is, right? Can I stop apologizing about the time markers? This is just who I am. This is what I do. I put myself into it, and if I didn't care, I wouldn't be here. And I most certainly wouldn't be giving you 90 minutes at a pop, dear God. You. I'll catch you in a couple weeks, you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well.